Hey, what's up, everybody? I figured normally I don't review television shows, which I do like on a sometimes rare occasion, but I figured in this case I had to because 2022 happens to be the 25th anniversary since Buffy the Vampire Slayer made its debut on TV, lasting for 7 seasons from 1997 to 2003. And of course, Buffy the Vampire Slayer was the show that made Sarah Michelle Gellar a hit name, portraying the title character Buffy Summers as, her character ends up moving to Sunnydale, California, facing the many evils, with the help of her mentor father figure, Rupert Giles, and her friends, Xander Harris and Willow, Rosenberg. And of course, throughout the series, Buffy also meets, Angel, who in a sense becomes her first true love. And Buffy also faces the many trials and tribulations of teenage, being a teenager, and also the later years of when she grows up into adulthood. And of course, what makes the show relatable that it's not just about the supernatural element, but it's also about it also makes the characters relatable as they do with like everyday, struggles like love, romance, divorce, bills, and and loss, which you know, the show was in a sense very ahead of its time, and it's like one of those shows that you love to enjoy, like even after 25 years later since its debut. It's just Buffy set the landmark for a lot of um, milestones, including when later on in the series when Willow's introduced to her future love Tara, and they become like TV's first major lesbian couple, and the first on-screen lesbian kisses. Well, and of course, Spike, who was initially introduced as Buffy's rival, ends up becoming like an ally and of course a love interest. And then you have like you know Buffy's sister Dawn, who's plays a integral role in the fifth season. Uh, when she has to be protected from a hell god named Glory, who wants to use the key, which is like a mystical energy, to open the you know all the realities would basically like crumble into each other, like bleeding, into one another, and that was actually one of my favorites, seasons. It's still one of the best. I mean, I personally found the fourth season not the greatest because the lack of a compelling villain, but that's just my opinion. Even though it did have some standout episodes, but I'm curious to see what people think about it, what their favorite characters are, favorite seasons, characters, what and whatnot. Uh, okay, everyone, thanks again.